Hi chat, before this video starts I wanted to go ahead and give a very big shout out and thank you to Punk for allowing me to coach him. He's a larger Valorant streamer that gave me this opportunity to actually teach him. I do apologize for some of the technical difficulties. This is my first time. This is all on me. None of that issue is on him. But as we move forward and do this a little bit more often, I will have this a little bit more solid and down-packed. But I will be doing some live coachings where people send in their replays this weekend on Twitch. So if that interests you, join the Discord server that is down in the description below. And we'll see if we can get some people on there. So love you, mean it. Bye. See ya. Thank you again. Can't move or anything, like you have to kind of commit to whatever you're dashing to, which is kind of a bummer, but...
So with this map, what's the pathing you take? Do you go here or do you go main with your tanks?
It kind of depends. Your team is moving left other than your Magneto, so it's up to you. I like playing in this corridor with the demons because it gives you a little bit of time to see what your team wants to do. But if it's looking like their tanks are playing way far up and their healers aren't playing together, then going behind them is a really good option.
Okay. So like here, like this cloak's kind of out of position.
Yeah,
like,
you see how they're all like kind of, she's super alone.
See? I suck!
You'll get it. Okay.
Bitch!
Okay.
Oh no, where'd he go? I'm lost, I'm getting out. No.
Alright, I like the idea.
Commit.
I like the idea. After the second pick, I would probably regroup because you're down your cooldowns. I would portal out, put a demon at the window, and then leave. The biggest thing is like having one portal at the end to leave is something that you kind of always want to make sure that you've got going on in your pocket, because otherwise you're kind of just sicking out until your other cooldowns are up, so it can be a little bit rough.
My team is good this game. Thank the Lord. I'm not gonna get stomped.
I mean, yeah, but you did get 2 people, so it's not like you didn't give a lot of help to that.
Facts! I'm the GOAT! Facts!
That's true, you're
right.
carrying.
Right,
You
so
shit or shit,
like,
thank you.
Like, was this like a good move? And then I was gonna portal backwards, but this guy cooked me.
Probably
like,
waiting.
Gain shield.
Probably waiting for your
okay.
Thor to go, because you were alone for the most part. You never want to be like first contact on the front side, you want to be the second or third, and then like
oh my God.
go in after. Oh, this is a weird spot.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Moon Knight being broken. Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I was like, where is it? I heard it. Oh, it's not ours, is it?
No.
Why is it blue when it's not ours? I fucking suck. Oh, I have colorblind mode on, by the way. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah,
like,
I was wondering why
everybody always fucking comments on that when I'm streaming, but
it's not too bad. My friend has like all of the colors, like green and darker colors, so your cloak ulted, and it's still gonna end after the invisible woman, so you can still play this.
Okay. Didn't even know invisible woman ulted. So should I be like focusing these tanks right now, or oh my God?
So it's kind of a hard thing. It's more of like a judgment call. Right here, when the tanks are like pushing really hard, I would probably try to just bypass them and walk into the backline.
And go into backline. Okay.
Yeah. Your biggest thing. I think press tab. So they still have cloak ult, I think, but they don't have invisible one. You could use it here to try and force out the cloak ult, whenever your team starts fighting. And then I would try to run into their backline and save one of your portals to leave if you need to.
I missed. I'm running. I stink. Get me out.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't want to ult because our team wasn't there, but I wanted to get that pick because Captain America was there. Or Black Panther was there, sorry.
Yeah, I get you. It's not the worst. The idea is there. I would try to, like, poke a little bit more with your, like, your projectile. Like, just throw it out there, make them uncomfortable. When playing, like, these, like, flanky type of characters, you know how in Valorant where, like, having a timing is, like, really nice just to be there and have the pressure? It's kind of the same idea. Right whenever they're like, okay, this guy might be gone now, that's when you're like, okay, let me move forward a little bit and see what I can do. Okay,
so should I ult here? Go back
I
line?
would wait for this hell ult. Your cloak did
Hiding.
ult, though.
Should I just hide in this building or what? Like,
you can play in the cloak.
I get scared. Okay.
You
like,
you won't die.
Okay, cool.
It's like a
Go
2-tap.
Okay, I'm gonna ult and go back line.
Alright, I like this.
Oh my God, where'd he go?
Okay. Okay, it's a huge knockup. Get him pregnant. Okay.
I see that all the time in your fucking comments. That's just so funny. Oh, wait, do you recommend demoning like little raccoon ult like that?
Yeah, actually, it's a really good way to break it.
Oh my god, give me the kill.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me get out.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ah, nice try, nice try.
But I feel like the demon doesn't do enough damage to like break it fast enough. Do I tell my team, hey, let's focus this raccoon ult, or?
Yeah, typically, like, especially if you got like a mantis or an invisible woman, it's really, you got a rocket too. It's really easy for them to kind of just shoot and heal. So I would typically just call, hey, break this rocket ult if it's like super easy to break. If nobody's in it, obviously don't worry about it, but. Okay. And then you have the portal, and then you play behind this bus, wait for cooldowns.
I like. Uh oh. Get away from
shit.
me. America's ass is on me. I wait for the. Look, he's looking for me. I'm waiting for this thingy.
Oh, your teammate. She has ult again? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can play in that. You can fight this. Okay.
Bro, I hate hella. Stupid bitch. Please. The heal orb! Oh my god. They're bullying me. They're touching me behind the truck, dude.
Right there, probably portaling back towards your team would have been a better move, but we'll go over that more in post. It's not too bad though. I'm not too disappointed with what I'm seeing. You made it. I saw that one dive that you had earlier where you just like ran in the middle of their team. And I was like, uh-oh, and I was like, oh, never mind. We're locked in a little bit more.
You know, it's a little hard, like, you know, trying to talk and play at the same time. You know,
no, these
simpletons would never understand. You know, like your live commentary video. I was really impressed, honestly. I was like, I would never be able to do that shit.
It's talent from screaming at my shitty duo.
He took my fucking orb. Look at this guy. What is he doing?
Fat ass, bro. Hungry. Okay.
Oh my god, he's ulting. I hate this fuck ass ult. When are they? Oh my god. When are they nerfing Cloak, dude?
That's a good question. I don't even know why they buffed her personally, but here we are.
Oh man, it's rough out here. Okay.
You didn't do too bad. You didn't do as bad as I anticipated.
Great.
Especially because you're like still pretty new, from what I understand, right? You're like what?
Yeah,
level 13?
I have like 20 hours on the game.
Yeah, so you're not that far in at all. Considering I have like 200 some, so.
Yeah, this is my first. What would you call this type of game? Like Overwatch?
Hero shooter, probably. Yeah.
Oh well, I play Valorant. I guess it's like a completely different game though. Like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, for sure. The biggest game that I've played like comp-wise, because I'm more of a fighting game player, but like my FPS experience comes more of like a R6 type of thing.
Oh, dude, I would play the R6 for like 5 years.
Yeah.
On console though, I got champ and I quit. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. Getting champ and leaving.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. So.
For here, do you like playing this main or going? I go up here.
I like holding
and I
up
go
here.
into their spawn. Okay. So hold up here or hold like around here. I played like this angle before and watched.
You can play in here,
behind this.
and you can hold your demon. I would make sure that you keep your dash to get out if you need to, like on that window up top.
Should I open this preemptively?
Yeah, you probably can. That'll probably be fun.
Alright, and then just play around this heal orb.
Yeah, I would. This is definitely nice. I would just make sure that you don't use your dash unless it's looking like a guarantee, because this is a very dangerous spot.
Okay, I'm gonna just cook this kid. Oh my god, I pressed it, I swear.
No, you got stunned by hell, it's not your fault.
Okay, let me out. Okay.
Okay.
I saved dash for getting out, but I thought I could one-shot him.
No, I like the idea, I like the idea. It happens, it takes practice. These types of things are never, like, super duper, like, blatantly obvious to start with.
Is this out? Oh yeah, it is. How do you play against Penny? Oh my god, I get just like completely cooked by Penny every time.
I honestly, unless like if her minds are broken, I just ignore her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if her
Well,
webs
like,
are
okay,
gone,
she
I just
has, like,
completely
a-
just ignore her.
You just tell her, yo, fucking break this penny thing, and then everybody
Yeah.
goes and breaks it for you. Okay,
If you've
okay, I
got
see.
two like portals, you can demon and portal away from it, or like demon and then dash away from it, because it'll break the thing no matter what if you
Right.
just place it on
Sometimes I try doing that, and then I get fucking cooked anyways. I don't do
Right,
it fast
right.
enough, I guess. Oh my god.
The moon haunts you.
it. Okay. I like this. Okay.
Get me out.
Okay. This is a good back out.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, he's helping me! Where's my team? Where's I getting cooked by? Oh, behind me. I didn't even see
I'm
it.
actually surprised that she was able to get in there. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I thought we killed her because we saw her flank earlier, and I saw the building fall down. I was like, okay, this guy's fucking crushed by the rubble, right? Like, why is he still alive?
Yeah, it's
Do you ever go up? You go up
at
here?
times, I try
Or-
not to use like my dash if I don't have to, because like that, like that's the big
Facts,
brunt.
facts,
That's like your
facts.
damage. But I'm a little bit more sparing with my dash than others. Like I'll save it until I absolutely think that I can use it to kill. Just because that thing gets you killed more often than anything.
Right.
if
I
it's-
fucking
if
miss
it's
that shit all the
misplaced.
time.
Yeah, like even now I still miss it pretty regularly.
But where the hell's at? Oh, they TP'd. Oh, there's stairs here? I didn't even know. Oh my god. Ah! Get me out.
Okay.
Please, please. Oh, hey. What the fuck?
Will she kill you? That's the question.
Nah, I'm just gonna go like that.
This feels good.
Okay, I would give here. I would give here.
Alright.
They've got 6. I think a hero play is probably not the move.
No! Okay. I
Okay.
meant like, okay, I know what you meant. I tried not to go in. I wanted to demon the entrance. This guy just fucking comes and touches me.
You need to stop that vehicle.
Was
I
that
get
really
you, I
my
get
fault,
you.
coach? Like, come on.
Yeah, true.
In charge.
Were we in the doorway for too long? That's a good question.
Fun.
Some people would say yeah, but me personally,
Listen. I ult here, right? Like, I'm just gonna come up here and ult this kid.
yeah. Ooh, maybe after that. Oh, okay. I like it.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even hear.
Okay,
Bit!
okay. Healers.
No!
Okay, the strange. He's free.
Oh my.
But he dies
Dude,
still.
he
He dies
whipped
still.
me.
It's
He
worth. It's
whipped
worth.
me. Oh my god. Unconsensually.
Unconsensual.
Dude, I always have like 20 deaths, dude. I don't know. I feel like I'm always out of position. I guess this is why you're here, huh?
Charge.
Yeah. Mostly, from what I'm seeing right now, it's not even like where you're standing when the fight happens. It's like where you are when the fight ends. That's like most of the thing that I'm seeing.
Somebody write that down. Somebody write that down.
Yeah, true.
Is this our penny? Okay, thank God. I love you can just hit to the shield. Oh. Should I be going in?
Right here, I think you're on both ults, so you're just kind of poking, building shield.
Oh.
Okay.
Holy moly. Oh, the Ankh.
I don't fear death.
Most exciting Moon Knight gameplay. Watch this shit. He's gonna look at an Ankh for 10 seconds. Amazing.
Yeah.
He totally deserves that kill.
I got you.
For this next fight, when you see Moon Knight kind of just sitting up there, he's mostly like chilling alone. Try and fight him. Moon Knight
Alright.
is strong in team fight, but he loses the 1v1 to like Mantis and Jeff the Landshark, so he's kind of free if he's
Jeff the
alone.
Landshark. I missed! Oh my god. And he
He's got
ults?
another moon, but you
god,
killed him
pussy
though. You
bitch.
killed him though, and now your team's gonna be fine.
This one too.
Look how easy you win now.
Get out of
Okay,
here, boy.
big. Okay. Much better.
So don't run
Kind of.
at them right now.
Yeah, I would like
Okay.
play on these like outskirt parts, like how that Moon Knight was like alone. I would try to force that kind of thing where they're like, oh, this guy's alone. I'm gonna try to 1v1 him.
Is
It'll
this a
make
flank
you.
route?
No,
Or am I
it's
going
not.
the
That's just
wrong
fun.
way? Okay.
By the eye.
Can't break this? Okay. My bad. I was trying to like find a flank so I can get the Moon Knight. Like I'm listening, I swear.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Where the hell's at? Okay, here's one. I miss. Man, I hate having autism, bro.
No, trust me, real. I get it.
I'm running away.
Okay, I would dash out here. Okay.
Oh my god, they're gonna win. Wait, I can ult.
Yeah.
Shit,
Ult
I'm
to
gonna
save
ult
the
here,
game.
It's all on me. Where the hell's that?
Okay.
Oh my god, pussy ult. Fuck
But
this
you
bitch.
forced it out though. Now I would try to leave.
Okay, leaving. Skedaddling.
No,
Get
you're
me
chilling.
out.
You're chilling. You're chilling. It happens. It happens. You gotta die 1,000 times like that so you can do it properly the first time. That's how
Right,
everyone is.
right. You've died more times than I've even tried.
Exactly. You got no idea,
Oh.
man. I played a game earlier and I ulted myself off the map on accident, so...
You have a replay? You should put that in your next video.
I probably should, actually. That's the next one I cover. How not to die on Magic, and then I'd just be falling off the
Oh.
map.
Well, that's how to die on Magic, right there. We low-key got cooked, huh? We lost.
It's okay, it's
over.
okay, it's okay. The next one will be better.
No! My elo! No! Should I talk to my teammates? It's my team's fault, right?
True! yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
fucking ass! No
Okay.
fucking heals!
Okay.
Useless!
Okay, yeah, you're getting it down. That's part of learning.
Right.
That
It's all their fault,
yeah,
not mine.
that comes with the skill.
Alright. Are we gonna review, like, this game or, like, another game?
Or yeah, we can go over it. We can go over this one first, and then we can kind of talk about that after. Let's run it fine now. All right, cool.
Come, my minion.
Okay, so if you want to pause, same thing. Like your team's here on the left, they're moving in, and then your other half of your team is like moving right. Making sure that you choose one or the other, like as we talked about, is really important. So that way you're not just like holding up kind of a push. You can go ahead and play. It's
Watch out for the unk.
you can press N by the way to hide this, and you just use spacebar.
End?
N to hide like the
Oh,
big
N,
bar at the
okay,
bottom.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
You can
Alright,
just
my
use spacebar to pause and play. No, you're
Okay,
chilling.
perfect,
You're chilling.
perfect.
Okay. And like I like how you're going here on the right hallway. It's not bad.
I was in trouble.
Okay, not too bad. Poking here is pretty good, and just kind of seeing where everybody's walking to. I do like this push, where like Black Panther makes contact and then you dive with him is really really nice, especially because both of you can kind of play off each other.
I do have a question.
Okay.
If I may pause, my hand is raised. So I feel like with Magic, you kind of have to bait your teams. Like if you're familiar with like that term, like you know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah, play off their contact. So to
Yeah.
speak.
So I feel like I feel bad. So I feel like I have to be a playmaker, especially if my teams aren't doing anything. So like, do you have like, I guess my question is, with your play style, do you wait until your team makes first contact every time before you dive, or are you said you're like almost never first contact, right?
So it kind of like depends. If I'm like playing and I've decided that my tank is like the weakest link on my team and I've given up on him, then I will like just straight up be like, I've got to be the guy that does like the touchdown. So I have to be the guy that goes and does something first. But that normally just entails that I'll wait for their tank to make contact and I'll go do my own thing, fucking off on the, like the left side of the maps or something. So I'll just like, I'll go play high ground or I'll play behind cover and I'll wait for their tank to move up or mess up or something like that. And then I'll walk into their back line and I'll try to kill somebody and then leave. And then I'll regroup with my team when I'm waiting on cooldowns, that kind of thing. So
Gotcha.
like right
Okay.
here, I actually like this because you're actually doing that on your own. Like the Black Panther goes in, but you, regardless of if he went in, you moving up and fighting the Invisible Woman is good, and killing the Hela. Right here, kind of this is actually a perfect freeze frame. So you killed the Hela and you killed the Invisible Woman. So right here, you can actually choose to go out the window here, because your Black Panther is 1 HP, so he's not going to help you at all. Obviously, this guy in front of you is half HP, but unless you land your like big dash, which you can, it's going to be like it's going to be
Spoilers.
an odd spot for you to be in. So you can go ahead and press play. Yeah. So it didn't work out.
Dash. Okay.
Yeah. So right there, I think instead of portaling, if you would have just like pressed your dash button at him, I think you actually just hit him for free because he's moving like left or whatever. But you know what happens? Dying like that's just gonna happen over and over and over again until you like get it down.
Enjoy the amplifier.
And then I
Guy
think
ulted for what? I didn't even realize.
I
Top 10
actually
useless
don't
ults
know.
ever.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon ult.
Well, I mean that specific ult right there. Why did he ult? We already won the point.
Oh
Freaking
yeah.
idiot.
Personally,
you
right
don't think
now.
Rocket ult is good?
I don't. It's not that I think it's bad. I just right now, if you're like the meta in Hilo is 3 support. So like if normally my duo plays only Adam Warlock, so he doesn't have a really great ult for like living as it is, and then Rocket ult doesn't really do that either. He just does more damage. So I'm kind of biased. I don't think it's bad or anything.
Okay.
Oh, this is actually perfect. I
yeah.
actually wanted to talk about this particular play.
You want me to play?
Yeah, we can go ahead and watch it really quick. Yeah. All right. So you can back it up a little bit.
Sure.
That'd be good. So right here, when you were asking like, do you always just wait for your tanks? This is a situation where it's like, yeah. This corner, honestly, where you're standing right now is really dangerous because they have Hella up there at the top left, and if she has any like semblance of brain power, will probably just shoot at you. And then the Invisible Woman has their shield in front of the Moon Knight, so he's just gonna shoot you in the Captain America. And then the Invisible Woman can pull you. So it's kind of like a utility thing. If you were like, oh, they have nothing on their team, like that, no util, it's just Hela and Moon Knight shooting auto attacks or like basic attacks, that's fine. But here, I'd probably prefer to either move into this right room and wait, or move up at the top left, up here on this shelf, kind of playing up there, because then you can kind of wait, see who's using stuff, and waiting for your Thor to move forward. Because right now, I think everybody's behind you, actually.
Is there a way to look around?
Yeah, see. And then
oh yeah. How
and
do I
then
move my camp? Oops.
hold the middle mouse button and then
Gotcha.
turn it like
All right.
that. Yeah, so they're all behind you, your Magneto and your healers, and this door is actually about to close as well, and your Black Panther's up there. So I'd probably chill with the Captain America and Black Panther, or just sit behind your Magneto, because otherwise, you know that picture of the white girl on the couch? That's kind of you right now. Yeah, that's pretty much you right now. You're standing in the middle of 6, so it's like you could be like tens in Valorant, like mechanics good, and then like you're dead here. There's no saving you.
How do I go back to first person?
F12. It'll take a screenshot.
Oh, I don't have a.
Oh shit. There should be a thing like if you press. Here, I'll pause.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's a pretty harsh death. I mean, luckily the spawns just flip. Your teammate ends up ulting or whatever. But you know, it could be a lot worse. So. I mean, I say that, but only because the stakes are not like too high at this point.
I'm so lost, dude.
The fucking Moon Knight onk. Okay, your Captain America's lost. This is a terrible Moon Knight ult. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but... Okay, I like this playing behind your team. Right here, you can't really branch off or go anywhere other than bottom, and then they just turn around, so... I actually, like, prefer you playing with your tanks right here. You're just building up stacks. Okay, and then their support ults.
Oh my god. So chaotic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So our support ulted. That's our Cloak and Dagger, that's right. Because we're pink. Because of the,
yeah. Backwards.
Okay. So if you want to, like, back up... You have an arrow key, or is it just, like, a tiny...
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, that'll back up, like, 15. Right up here. So, your dash... So if you didn't know, your ultimate actually resets all of your cooldowns. So, right here, like, you've got dash up. Dashing all the way up on this top right ledge that you have up here, and then ulting, because you have the animation, this will help you, and then you get your cooldowns back at the end of it as well. So you would be able to just jump up there, then ult, and then you can come back down to help your team.
Gotcha.
Because they're all alive, they're all just kind of like spread for the most part. It's just that your rocket is dead. So dashing up here, and then ulting, now that the support ults are both gone, this is actually a really, really good moment to do that. I think you end up saving it. You actually get 2 kills later, but dashing up there, ulting, and then walking into their backline would help get the ball rolling on this next push. And then also, like, it starts to force, like, the Hela ult out because Thor's ulting, so that's already gone. And then you're either looking to get a kill and then hopefully force the Hela ult so that way she wastes it, or get 2 kills, she saves the ult, and then you guys are able to push the cart. So...
quick question.
Yeah.
So, I feel like I save magical all the time. Are you more like a preemptive magic ult, or do you wait until you're certain both of the or like all three of the support ults are out, so you can actually
Um,
get some kills. Like, or is it like I guess it's more dependent, but
Yeah, so it kind of just depends. So if I'm like, I know for a fact that they've got like 3 ults and we really need to get something going or we really want to hold this point, especially like whenever you already have something that you don't want to lose, kind of like a key spot or like the point even, and you're like, they've got 3 support ults, we need to get something out. I kind of consider ultimates in this game in like a point tier list. So like if Magik's is worth 6 and then Luna Snow is worth 10, it's more valuable for you to force out the 10 for your 6 because the support ult, nobody's going to die. You can't kill anybody in the support ult anyway, so you might as well get rid of it so your team can actually get something done afterward. Especially like your team is running 2 support ults, but one of them is Cloak and Dagger. If they had both of their support ults right now, you would want, and we had Cloak and Dagger. We don't have either, obviously, but for like sake of conversation, it's really important that you end up evening the field by making the support ults even,
right.
or even you having more. So that's, and then obviously reactionarily, if I'm like, oh, their supports are dead, or like they just used it and it's ending, and I know they don't have the other, and nobody's able to stop me, then yeah, popping it on reaction and then using it and just running down their backline, that's a really good way of doing it as well.
Okay. One more thing. Actually, if I may. In one of your recent videos, you said that you could one-tap a Luna in her ult with your ult.
Yeah, that's cap.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no, I was just wrong. You can
Wait,
one-shot the
did
other
you say
squishies
that,
in
or
it.
did I say something else? Is that
No,
someone
no,
else?
no, no, no. I did say that, but I was
Okay,
wrong.
okay.
I was like full on wrong.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was told that it was actually a bug that I was actually able to kill the Luna. I was on stream whenever it
Oh, you need
happened.
to
They were
get
like,
Twitter
"Oh yeah,
community noted.
yeah, I know, bro." I was like, so I had people in my comments saying that, and I was like, "Let me go test this." Then I got told
Uh-huh.
on my stream that night. They were like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I figured out why that happened. It's a bug." And I was like, "Oh, crazy. Okay, whatever."
Oh, wow. Spreading misinformation and propaganda. This
Yeah, I
guy.
know. What a coach.
Get cooked. You want me to skip?
Yeah, you can just go back to whenever you're live again. I think you can actually just click on the next part that you want to go to.
Oh, okay, okay. I was
Yeah,
dragging
yeah.
it like an idiot.
No, you're chilling.
Chewbacca.
Help. So cold.
Don't mind
Okay.
me. I'm just
What
dying.
the fuck is your rocket doing? Okay. So I think right here you actually do walk into the backline. This is actually huge. Okay. So the death right there sucks, but after seeing like oh, their 2 tanks are like pushed really far up in our team. That's where I would probably ult, and then I'd just run down the Moon Knight and the other 2 supports. Because if you like back up just a sec, try to like go back to whenever we were on top of the house. Yeah, right here. So you see the Moon Knight, and it's just Moon Knight and Cloak and Dagger. Ulting like before you go in, and then just running at them.
Right.
This would be good because they either force the ult if they have it, which they didn't, or they die, unless like they land
Right.
everything because
I think
they
I'm
don't have
saving my
CC.
ult for a specific reason. I can't remember. I think I said like I was scared to ult there for whatever reason when I played the game. Flashback right there, editor. But but no, yeah, I see what you mean. Definitely eat 3 easy kills.
It happens though. It takes a long time of like playing and then figuring it out. Magic's one of the harder melee characters in this game. They're all just a lot harder because the range characters in this game just feel really strong.
Right. I feel like melee characters, you feel like you're doing something way more than like randomly like auto clicking into like the mass of people. That's why I think Magic's so fun.
Oh, for sure. It's just like they're just gonna be harder because you're always putting your ass out in the line.
Yeah.
But they always have the most value if you're like really good at them. Okay, your team at ults, they hella ulted. This is actually a pretty okay situation for you to be in. I think right here you ult, yeah.
Right.
And I don't mind this one.
I just lost.
I know, she pulled in my father and ran out of the way. Okay, not too bad though. And now they'll. It's pretty good though. She ulted really late. So I think your team should normally 9 times out of 10 win this interaction. Yeah, I think your Captain America just ran too far forward, to be honest. Yeah. Back up just a sec. Okay. No, this is fine. This is perfect. So right here, I know normally, like we talked about earlier, saying, oh, yeah, no, when they're alone, this is fine, like in our Captain America is up here or whatever. This is kind of an interesting situation to be in, because we know that a lot of them are coming off spawn pretty soon.
Mm.
So this is a really risky situation considering, like, your team is, again, they're not really close to you. So if they do come through the main doorway, uh, it's a pretty hard spot for you like live in because, well, you're gonna be using like two abilities to catch up to this Captain America and the dagger here. So you need to at least have one portal on like off cooldown to just leave here. You do have both, but I think you actually like hit the wall, which is
Yeah,
like the thing that ends up
yeah.
getting you
I
getting
was
you
trying
dead.
to thirst this kill.
Yeah, which is fine. It's gonna happen. Turning around and probably helping with the Thor would be a little bit better because she's gonna be
Uh,
late. This Moon Knight's gonna be late, but this Thor is like super alone. Like this guy
yeah.
dies for free here, but I think their Captain America is also somehow living rent free in your backline as well. So it's just kind of God. Their Hellas over there too. I don't know what happened. This is wild. They're all in your backline. Never mind. Holy shit. Yeah, so just like coming back, not overheating, just playing through team here is probably best bet.
Moon Knight's onk is
Okay.
no longer a threat. Down! That fucking hurt!
I really like this pick on the Moon Knight. That's really good. He was super duper branched off. This is an interesting spot. You see like their Thor is kind of weeded away from the rest of their team a little bit over here on the left. But their team is like their Hell is looking over there, but you can't tell yet. Three peeking this bus, and then if you need to dip off, there's a hallway behind this car on your left, and going back to your team through there. I think it's behind this thing, yeah, like directly into the left, under on the bottom part, or you can go up above either or. But both of which will like let you go back over to your team. I would probably default to going over there since you know Thor's there and the rest of their team is really far. There's never really a situation that you can do anything, but they don't know you're there yet. It looks like they just oh wait, no, Captain America's sprinting over here. But like even so, that guy's gonna do 5 damage. So I would probably dip left because I think you end up dying here. Because we stay a little long. Yeah. Yeah, because you have your dash button here, so you have an option, especially because your cloak and dagger ulted.
Just in time. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. It could have been a lot worse. Your team gets some stuff done for this at the very least. Like they end up Hella ended up dying, so it's semi even for the most part because you're both down at DPS, but your spawn is a bit further. Dipping into the cloak and dagger ult and just like running with your team is probably your best bet. You have a Thor and Captain. No, you have a Captain America and Magneto. So Cap is probably going to be like pretty far up oftentimes, and he was late to come help you. Because of that, I would probably just dip, help go either into this giant building over here on the left that you see is right in front of us, and just wait. Because Magneto ended up dying to the DPS on the other team, so everybody's going to be a bit late. So this team fight's kind of a bust. Hopefully your team like wisens up and leaves. But you had a really good kill in the Moon Knight, and I think we just overstayed a little bit and just kind of gave back the transaction, if that makes sense.
To explain my thought process a little bit with the bus, I was playing around this heal orb right here.
Okay.
And you know, there's one in here as well, and I know there's one in this building also. But you said to you know, go around this building and play with my team more. So do you like playing with your team more? Do you ever play around heal orbs at all, or do you think I just
So
overstayed?
Um, I like so I love the idea of like playing around a heal orb. It's more of a location thing. So if like you see how they're in the very back right, their invisible woman is kind of just like chilling really far, and their Moon Knight is here on the left side of the cart. The problem here is mostly that like your team is fighting, and then like because we're playing around the heal orb, we're at the bus still. and we're not really in a spot to help. And like before this, it was kind of the same.
Mm,
It's more of like our team needs us as much as like we need them to make pressure. We need to make sure that they're okay, so that way they're alive to do so. Um, Playing around it after the Moon Knight kill was good. I just think that we played around it a little too long and things took a very different turn. This game, it's kind of a hard thing to go into. Like whenever I played Valorant, I had a bit of a problem coming from games that were chaotic, like Overwatch,
yeah.
where things moved too slow for me to keep up with. So I was like
Mm,
not really understanding. This game, like a new kind of dynamic for each fight changes like immediately after something happens. So like say it's a 6-on-6 and then it's a 5-on-6, the entire like premise of how you approach the rest of the fight changes immediately. Kind of like the same thing if like you're playing in Valorant and there's like, oh, it's a 3-on-3, so you don't want to do anything, but now it's a 2-on-3, the team with 2 is probably going to play aggressive to make the even.
right.
Kind of like the same idea here. You killed Moon Knight, and they really, really want to just shove your team off the cart, which is exactly what happened. And then we're not in a spot to help them, and that's why like we all end up dying, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. All right. Let me skip ahead here.
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier! Curious.
Arc has been released.
Okay.
What does that all even do, bro? Like that's
It
top
gives
10
him
useless ults.
shield and makes him fast. He pretty much can't die.
Oh,
It's,
really?
like, just him though. Okay, we live the hell ult, and then the fat ass comes in. Gets your health back.
Wings are fucking ult.
Us against the world!
Okay. Pause real quick. Yeah. So, big thing. So, a habit that I kind of want you to like reinforce a little bit when going into this. So we were in this room that was behind us for a bit, which is totally fine. Like I'm not the worst. I'm not a terrible fan of it or anything. Like it's a fine play. Mostly what happens when we engage this next fight. Try to always get into the habit of pressing tab before you go into a team fight. This is
Okay.
kind of a thing that I picked up on League of Legends, that bullshit cringe game. But as you can see, like Magneto and Cloak and Dagger are dead, so automatically we're down 2, and then they are up 6. So they have 6, we have 4. And in a situation like this, especially when Cloak and Dagger, our main healer, is dead, and our main tank Magneto, since Captain America is not very good at solo tanking, this is a really hard spot, especially like if you take into consideration our other damages of Wanda. She's gonna do like nothing. She's not gonna do any damage here. So you have to like be very conscious of like what do we have versus what they have. Even if you Rocket, Cap, and Wanda ult and like it goes decent, you're probably losing this fight. Even if they don't have like their 6 ultimates. I would probably just call and be like, hey, we need to run, like leave. And then I would run back towards like your team spawn, try to get out as fast as you can or hide. Your 2 options here are pretty much leave, live, and get out, or die really quick to come back with your team. That's kind of like your two biggest things. We die fast, which is
I think I
fine.
choose die. Yeah.
Yeah, so it could have been worse. If they would have left you up, then this could be horrible because then you're late and you're coming back late. So it could be a whole lot worse. They used a lot to get to this spot and win this fight. But I think my biggest concern right now is that we're a little late to every fight and we're like making up for that by staying late in every fight after it's like pretty much over. So you can go ahead and press play. Kind of like a big thing. Being alive on Magic and being ready for every fight is like the best way to go. Yeah, see, Wanda dies because that ultimate's the worst thing in the game.
Yeah. Okay, I can go and skip me.
The current score is 0.
Not a horrible half. There was a lot of, I'm glad that we went over everything that we did. But biggest like things to take away out of that one. Try to use your cooldowns productively. To like make yourself be safe. Make sure that you're aware of like where your team is standing and where like what it's looking like if you're losing. Make sure that you're ready to leave if you have to. And overall just like look for like whenever your tanks or the enemy tank is like moving, so that way their backline is weak. The biggest thing that I kind of like emphasize, this goes for every DPS character in the game, figure out what like link on their team of 6 is the weakest, and then like exploit the shit out of
Bully
it.
him.
Yeah, exactly. So like we talked about it in this next half, the Moon Knight, because he was standing alone. Once we started to kill him, we actually started to have a little bit more of a game on our hands. We just did it a little too late.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
1. My armor.
Okay. Not the, I liked the idea. Again, this is like we have a lot of cooldowns, so we could have left. Well, actually no, because this is where we back up really quick. Yeah, no, so we don't. So I think that like we got stunned by the Hela, and then we were just in a really, really bad spot. I think portaling back, instead of like portaling forward here at the very end, would have probably been a better thing, because you have 2 portals. You can portal it away. You can either go into this building and get this health pack and just try to waste time, or you can portal again backwards into this room again and then try to get that health pack and leave. Would be
Okay.
if we're gonna commit like this.
That room in there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I think I just panicked.
Yeah,
and
it'll
I
happen.
portaled, and it just happened to go backwards, and then I was like, oh fuck, and then I tried to portal the other way. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a little bit about map knowledge. I totally forgot that there was a pack in here. I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
where it is even.
it'll come with like playtime. It's just kind of hard. That's like the risk that you take whenever you play in like these rooms, kind of like this, where you're like, oh, I'm gonna try to get an early pick. That's like the hardest part about playing these types of characters: Spider-Man, Black Panther, all of them. Just because when you do this, yeah, you have the option and the opportunity to get something great for your team, but if it goes bad, at best, in that bad situation, you're going for a 1-for-1. At worst, you're going for a 1 for none. So like you're dead, and their team ends up walking onto site, which is kind of what happens here in a second.
Gotcha. Okay, one question real quick. So it kind of sounds like you don't recommend the assassination type playstyle. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd rather play with your team at first, get shield, and then if you find the weak link just like hanging around,
Yeah.
then you go touch him.
Yeah. So like in League, which is like my largest like competitive background game, where I played the most ranked, being consistent is the best way to win games. So so long as you can make sure that you are accounted for, you only have 5 chances of the rest of your team to suck. But as long as you're fine, you're the constant, you'll be fine. Doing risky touchdown plays like this can be really scary, especially when the distance that we had on attack is so small. Because we only got the first point, barely missed the second. It's just too much of a... You really need to make sure that your team wins this first point. Because if they get 5 minutes, there's no team in the world, unless they're fumbling and don't have thumbs, that will not push the cart to the rest. Because 5 minutes is so much time. If you guys were even, like either you started on defense or you pushed it all the way to the end last round, I would actually not mind this so much. But there's a lot more to risk than there is to gain by doing something like this. That's my biggest problem.
Gotcha. Okay.
But doing this and losing is how you get better at it, and you just have to do it until to the point where you're just like comfortable with it.
Gotcha.
Magik can definitely play in that playstyle that you're looking for. It's just a lot harder, in my opinion. Okay, super duper good dive on the cap. He was overextended.
Cook that guy.
Put the butt of your sword into his face. Again, I like playing on this corner. This is actually my favorite spot on the map for Magik, because you can play the demon on either side.
Yeah, I think that's when they pinged the Hela there, and I didn't see him.
Yeah.
So I thought he died, so I just like ignored him. And then
That's right. I mean, that'll happen.
And then he killed me later. I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, that's how he actually ended up getting into the back. Yeah, he literally is walking
right
all the way back. Okay.
Fucking loser.
That
Look
makes
at
a
this
lot
little
more sense.
bot. Okay.
Well, then
Yeah, I didn't
even
lose.
still, then
Notice
that's not even just your fault then, because your entire team was just like, oh, I guess he died, and then turned around.
Yeah.
You get the cap. Your team is ulting here. Okay. Well, you picked up on that he was there at the very end. That's just kind of an unfortunate circumstance. I mean, honestly, if I saw that he was no longer up there, unless I was watching the kill feed at the top right, I would have also been like, oh, he must have died, and then turned around. Because your Bucky was like, oh, he must not be there anymore.
Yeah,
So,
like everybody to the left.
yeah. She going into the backline was super smart of her. So, I mean, it happens. It's unfortunate. But I think your team actually stabilized off of it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of these penny mines that we have right here, but...
Oh, I'm fine. Don't
Oh, they portal here, huh?
Yeah,
Alright.
When they're levitating.
Us against the world.
yeah. Good hit on them. Does he kill her? No. Okay. So I think you take the upstairs part here. Yeah, and then the storm scares the shit out of you. Five Nights at Freddy's jump
Not
scare.
even see that guy, dude. This guy's lost too.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. The onk is behind you. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 1 health.
Go ahead and pause here. Okay, so this is another situation of like the make sure we're pressing tab like whenever like something starts. So like your team is dead and the rest of them are coming off respawn. It's a super duper scary situation. Honestly, like I think you said you were wanting to demoneer. I would, because your shield is going to be gone by the time that your team is ready to fight anyhow. I would just haul ass and just leave as fast as I can.
Okay.
Like, knowing that my team is, like, dead for the most part. If this
Yeah.
Bucky dies, let him die. That guy's stupid for it. This is, like, you being alive, ready for the next fight is more important. Because, like, you're never going to be the guy that's like, oh, I can touch unless you have your ult. So,
Right.
which you're not quite there yet, but they have a storm, which is kind of a counter to Magic because she flies, and obviously you have one ability to kill her with. She has 8, so that's a tough scene. Moon Knight can zone off this window. Just a lot could go wrong. A lot more can go wrong than right here. You have it's a 90-10 odds, like 90% chance they kill you here, 10% chance you kill 2 people and then die, and then your team walks on and is able to cap. So I would haul ass and just leave here, which I think that you like did for the most part.
Kinda
I think
do,
the
yeah.
demon was like the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Just in
I was like, let me make sure they don't push. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know why. I did
No,
this.
you're chilling. It happens. And then yeah, you get mowed down by Moon Knight. And the storm was gonna be there too. She actually would have chased you down. So it happens. You know, that thing's gonna happen like a billion times before you get used
Yeah.
to it. So
Oh, this is right when you told me to cook the moon, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wait.
this guy-
No, it's next time. It's next fight.
Yeah, okay. I do like this ult though. They're like really staggered, like not staggered, they're really weeded away. And even though you don't kill Strange, your team does is super good for your team here. And Toe Licker's sitting there watching everybody dead. The wake of like all the death and destruction.
Oops.
That's not too bad
Yeah,
though.
Now you tell me. Yeah, now you tell. And I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He's right. Wait, I'm lying again. Holy moly. Next fight, I swear.
Going on the Strange. I like this backup though. I like this pressure. Trying to kill the guy that's low. And then the biggest thing is whether you hit everything and you result in a kill, or you miss everything and it doesn't result in anything. Using your like 2 abilities, your dash and then your first portal, and then seeing if it goes well or not, committing to that small portion if you're going to, and then just leaving regardless of the outcome is a really good way. Obviously, there's going to be situations where like, oh, well now it's just Invisible Woman. Like, yeah, obviously keep going for more. But if you killed Strange there, awesome, great. You would do this exact same thing, you would leave. If you don't kill Strange there, leaving is also the best option for you. But you pressure him, and then you come back and you wait for cooldown. It's the best thing that you can do in that kind of situation with him being like 1 HP. So I actually really like that play. It was a really good try.
Okay.
Okay, Cloak plays an ult. This guy's lost. Oh, your Bucky pulled him. Never mind.
Both cloak ults are down, right? I think you told me to play in here.
Yeah. So go ahead and pause real quick. So
Oh.
this is kind of the what the fuck?
Still tied up.
This is kind of the situation that I was talking about earlier, where this Moon Knight is just for free shooting, and of these 3 people on your team or on their team, one of them is killable, and that's the Thor, unless you hit this invisible woman. But like, kind of like we talked about earlier, consistency is like the best way to do it. In my opinion, knowing that the Moon Knight is up here, either going for the Thor or the Moon is like your best option, because the Moon is going to be like super duper free because he's alone, and Moon Knight alone is like garbage, and Thor is like really low HP here.
Still
So
tied
this
up,
is
looking all
yeah,
submissive.
yeah, exactly. He's all cute and breedable here in the bottom part. I would knock him up in proper fashion,
Oh, God.
and then let your team start mowing him down, because
Right.
because he's the free kill, and then again I would portal away, because then they're, even if like all of these people don't die, they're not gonna push if this guy's dead. So that's the big idea, kind of sorta.
Gotcha. Oh, I just get cooked here.
Yeah, Moon Knight does Moon Knight things. Unfortunately, I think this is where we're like, okay, fuck this Moon Knight. We're gonna
Now it's the time
Yeah.
where we fuck the Moon Knight.
yeah, we're gonna wait, and then we're gonna kill him up top over here.
Oh yeah. I whiff. Don't ask me how that happened.
Yeah, but you still kill him though. Yeah,
True.
exactly. Tough.
The goat.
Okay, it's a
yeah.
big double. But like, so much more opened up with the shitter not being up there though. Like, now he's not up there shooting your team for free, and
Right.
then your team's able to kill. And again, the Thor died, so now their team has to wait.
I'm opening a portal.
I think he portals here.
I'm trying to find a non-existent flank.
Yeah, when you were doing this, I was drinking water, and you were like, "Is this a way to go?" And I was like, "Nah." No.
I'm still learning. Chill.
Holy shit! I didn't realize how many ults they popped in this situation.
Neither. Just not listening. Oh, I miss.
I got you.
Well, you get away. You get away. I was definitely. That's definitely a.
Lottery ticket.
Yeah, that's a scary play, because we saw, like, got a glance of like the situation at the very front with the invisible woman ult that was popped here in the front over here, and then we heard
Yeah, it
"Behold
was
the
like-
God of Thunder."
Back here.
A little further back. I think before the first kill, a little bit before this. Yeah.
Ah.
See, so you see this. Penny's there, but like, I don't like, that character sucks. She's not gonna do anything alone right here. Even though you can't see anybody in this because of the ult, obviously, other than your, yeah, you can't see anybody. If I see this pop, and then I can't see my team other than Penny Parker, I would go left here, and not try to pressure at all. I would try to make sure that your
Okay.
backline is safe, because I'm
Right.
worried more so about their Thor running at our team, which I think actually inside of the ult, Magneto gets ulted by Thor here in a second. Yeah, he goes into this room, and then he comes into the backline. So running back to your team here, now seeing that like nothing is happening, it's nice that you're able to like pressure this, and you can stop them from moving forward. But strange with like a support, like this is an easy kill on you unless you can one-shot the invisible woman.
Right.
And she,
I think they have 2 supports actually. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah, Cloak's in
yeah.
the room too, and you're just not able to. A good Cloak you won't ever kill, like solo.
Yeah.
You know, so,
So like because Cloak has so many like get out of jail free cards, right? Like he'll just
yeah, if you miss
they'll-
one of the attacks, they can heal with their giant bubble, and if you knock them in the air, they can use the shroud thing while you're doing it,
okay.
and they can just avoid all of the damage at the very end and live.
So with supports, like a support assassination tier list, if you have all your abilities, who are you going for first?
Invisible Woman is the most free support that heals like her team in the game, for
Okay.
sure. She has the least amount of health out of most of the supports that have an ult like that. She's tied with like Cloak and Dagger, but she doesn't have a stun. She just has a push. So,
Right.
and it's on a kind of long cooldown. But Cloak and Dagger, since they have 2 abilities, if she throws the bubble like and sees that you're running at her, she throws it on reaction, and she'll live. And if she doesn't do that, and she actually gets hit, they buffed her time to swap, so she can actually just shroud herself and anybody around her on reaction. And
Mm,
most cloak and daggers will do that in high elo if you're
right.
so it's like you have to wait for it to go, which kind of
Gotcha.
blows. But
My my thing with the invisible woman though is I feel like as soon as I knock them up, they go invisible. Like they do
yeah, they just
the
run away.
jumping invisible thing.
Yeah, which sucks.
Would right.
It's
Okay.
kind of a situation where a lot of times if I can save the dash to follow, I will try to do that and then try to use a portal to engage and drop a demon and then fight them
Hmm.
in the demon. Um, so I think that you use your dash too early in this situation because they're not looking at you.
Right.
It's kind of the same idea with Spider-Man. So like he doesn't want to use his like pull that he does if he's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
top of somebody already. You don't really get much value unless like you're knowing like, oh, they're going to die if I use this. They don't have that cooldown.
Gotcha.
Try to
Okay.
portal, put your demon down, and then just like fight them inside of that because that does more damage than your spin. So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
because you get so much HP, like even off of that demon right there, you almost got
Uh,
150. So
I
and
got
I don't
you.
know, you used your E great. I'm glad that you used it to leave. Um, I don't know how you lived, but we'll take it.
I'm
This is
the
a good ult
goat.
though, and you force the ultimate. So this is like a really good situation of like you want this space, and you really need to even out the ult charges. And now you actually are up the ultimate advantage for your supports, but you end up just overstaying a little bit. But like all in all though, I actually like that play. If you live, that's like a 10 out of 10 perfect like use of your ult to stabilize because your teammate has the ult now or did anyway, and they don't have one, and that's just a tragic one. Back
Yeah,
up a
then we
little
get
bit.
short.
So this is kind of a situation where we can see that their team is split and they're weeded a little bit. We can see that they're up to up here. So we're pretty safe to assume either their supports that we cannot see are in this building, in the other building, or are behind the cart away from their team. Your Magneto is with the support. I would probably attempt to go into this building on your right and just kind of
Okay.
wait and test the waters and be like, how is this fight looking? And then if it looks like, oh my god, this guy's alone, I would jump them and just like shank them and then run off and then
Okay.
just dip. Give your team as much fighting chance as they can.
Gotcha.
Because
I
then like
was.
Moon Knight and Storm, again, like Storm, you aren't killing unless you hit like a
Mhm.
god E.
Yeah.
If they're good, they'll play far enough away that it's going to be really inconvenient for you. Because if you dash on this Storm, like even in this situation, the only two people that you're realistically killing anyhow are going to be the supports anyway. So you might as well just go the safer route to get there, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's a great way to put it. Cause here I was kind of panicking because it was overtime, and I
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta help my team. I'm gonna go in, and I feel like the whirlpool thing, like the spinning sword attack, like if there's a bunch of people there, it farms so much shield like instantly.
Yeah.
Uh, and that was my thought process. Like I'm gonna get a bunch of shield, and then I can go back line. But yeah, that makes way more sense. That I should
Yeah.
go here. It's safer.
Just because like with Moon Knight and Storm, Moon Knights
Hmm.
are really good at breaking comps that are like really close knit. So
Hmm.
that's why I always like if I see a Moon Knight, I kind of just mumble under my breath that I want them to like do something bad. And then I and then I just focus on killing them first, and if I can't, I just run away like a child. Because like when you play against Storm as most melee characters in the game, it's kind of like you're fighting a carpet bomb at all points in the game, and you just have to play cover to cover until somebody or
Right.
you can kill them. This is kind of the
Gotcha.
same situation. You're not really gonna be able to kill her because the Moon Knight turns, or like she gets healed, so you can't one shot her,
Mm,
that type of thing. Because Cloak and Dagger is brain dead, and they can auto aim onto her. So
right. Okay, question. If they have a say cloak and sorry, if they have a storm or like an Iron Man or something that I can't hit, do you call for a DPS like hit scan, or do you usually like change, like you swap off magic, or do you just change your play style? What do you
if it's for content, I still play Magic.
right?
So like I play a lot of Magic.
Mhm.
It's like the DPS that I find like it's my comfort pick. Personally, I don't think she plays into every comp once you get into higher elo. In this certain circumstance, just because your teammate is playing Bucky and he's not seeming to kill her very often, I would play a hit scan like I would play either Hela or Black Widow if you're good at either of those two. They're really good at it. Hawkeye is pretty decent as well, but
Play Punisher if I play.
he's pretty good. Yeah, he can deal with this because his ult's also really good. So I would deal with that. But in my opinion, in this personal game, because based on like how they're playing as well, I don't think you have to. I think you can kind of just play Magic your own way. The Storm is like only ulting, but she's not really doing much in these team fights. It's mostly the Moon Knight and the supports, which is like a big thing. Supports are always like going to be the people you want to kill when you're playing in like these elos like metal ranks like platinum below, because they kind of they run the team for the most part. Like they're the oil in the engine, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and then I just get cooked here. Yeah, and then we lose, right? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We lost. All right.
Overall, not bad though. I think it could have gone a lot worse. After that death that you had on the Thor, where you like dash into 6, I was like, this is gonna be a long one. But to be honest, you have like the right concepts of like who you want to be killing. It's kind of your just like methodology of like when and how, like and like when am I needing to leave. That's like the biggest thing, and honestly, that's the hardest part about Magic. You can know all the combos you want, but if you're dead before you can use them, what's the point? You know.
Right.
So, biggest like 2 takeaways, and I'll probably like write these down in the Discord channel or whatever as well. Overheating is like a big thing for sure, and targeting and like direction, like pathing, like where you're going from spawn kind of thing. Like we talked about like going into the buildings depending on like who they're playing with. We talked about like killing the Moon Knight if he's alone because he was most of that game. And like killing supports, but making sure that we know when we need to go in, like where's our team standing, that kind of thing. And like breaking those 3 things down, I think that you're gonna do like way better. And you'll like, if you get really good at like 2 of them, you'll do fine. And then the third one, you'll probably be able to break into diamond pretty comfortably.
Awesome. Great.